Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur. I still have to do that whole main plot thing, but you know what? I ain't gonna. Not right now, anyways.
Hello.
I am actually gonna do a bunch of side quests. Because I can. And might as well start doing these side quests here where I find one. Gotta help a bard.
We are linked, you and I. You know what I am. Who I am. That is a knowledge that cannot be forgotten.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Ah, yes. It has been nearly a decade since I have told tales for an audience, and I seek to reclaim that trade. These soldiers have been of no help. Fight, fight, fight. That's all they think about. So please, let me regale you with tales of the Caelid coast. I will make sure your time is well spent. And there may even be a twist at the end.
Are you voiced by the same dude as did Spike Spiegel?
A wise question, and a fair one. As Bard of the Gastia Court, I know all the tales of the Caelid coast, of how this great land rose and fell, and became what it is now. Allow me the pleasure of your company, and I will lead you through these luxuriant lands, spinning stories of times long since past.
Sure.
I had a good feeling about you. Someone who cherishes a good story. Let us proceed. The first stop on our tour begins across the bridge behind me. Alas, there is one small problem. That area is favored by our enemies. If you can clear the area of them, I will follow and join you.
Sure.
Goodbye.
Alright. Pursue this quest. Oh, and then of course we're just going to be attacked by Mergen. Okay. I love being attacked by Mergen when I mean to. Oh. There we go.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean, what am I doing here? I've been saving the goddamn day ever since freaking day one.
Stay. It's your funeral.
Got a problem with me, sir? I ain't got a problem with you. If you got a problem with me, you got a problem. I don't know. Don't know what that guy's problem is. He's a problem child. Oh, those kind of enemies. Okay. I just gotta do this carefully then. Not really good. But taking less out. Okay. I was trying to do a super combo-y sort of thing, but eh. There we go. Wait for Brun. Are you kidding? I gotta actually wait for the guy? Dang it. Sure, take it to your sweet-ass pimp time for someone who's running. Come on.
Excellent work. You are clearly much more proficient in the ways of war than most visitors of the Caelid coast, even the soldiers.
So tell me that story.
It would be my great pleasure. Picture it. 10 years ago, the rising sun, a lingering fog. Somewhere in the forest are screams, the cries of battle. Then silence. It happened here upon this site. The ambush of Gorn Akri. It is here on this spot where the Bolgan drew first blood, killing Lord Gastia, his son, and their squires during their morning ride. Let us move on, shall we? And if you don't mind, there are more beasts to attend to ahead. Goodbye.
Of course there are. And being a bard, you're not proficient with the fightings. Hell, my bard in Skyrim was more proficient in fighting than you are. Heh, that's a lie. I never played a bard in Skyrim. There's a lot of enemies over there. I'm gonna continue this way though. Quests and all. More Bolgan. More ugly Bolgan. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, okay. That was weird. Oh, sure. I'll go with that result. I suppose I shouldn't be terribly surprised that Bolgan are harder to deal with, even with the shield blocking and whatnot. Oh. Ooh, that was a close call. Taking another shot. Can't even dodge through that most of the time. I know. Something about the whole, oh, what's the purpose of freaking having combos if you're not even going to let me interrupt some of the combos? Oh, they can interrupt my combos just fine. Gotta remember, I really shouldn't block those attacks. I should just straight up dodge them, if I could. Alright, now is Bard Boy gonna be coming any faster? Or am I just going to be holding off all the Bolgan as they try to come back to the camp? Probably the latter. Oh, look at that. Another Bolgan coming. Oh no, that's a Barghest. I'll deal with a Barghest. Well, there goes all my MP. Okay, Arcane Barghests are pains in the ass. Mostly because of the whole, oh, I got a bunch of mana off you now.
You have done it. You have rid the gates of the Bolgan. As promised, I have another tale to be told.
Yay.
The very first Eren Gastir arrived here generations ago from Mel Senshir, before the final tower was raised. When the great giants of Cluracan were but saplings, on that very first morning of his arrival, while the sun ascended the sky, Gastir scaled the heights and saw below him the great keep of the merchant Ancilla. Gastir could not bear such an intrusion on his new ancestral homeland and swore an oath. By right of mine and sword in hand, I will not forsake our native land. Now that you've seen Castle Gastir, we should move on to the final stop on our journey.
Cool, where is
The
it?
last thing I want to show you is near the coast, on the cliffs overlooking the sea. It's the best story yet. But again, it must be freed of Bolgan.
I swear
Goodbye.
to crap it, if we go to those cliffs and you try to push me over to the side, I'm gonna come back with a vengeance. Not that I already haven't come back with a vengeance sort of thing. I wonder. This is just a random thought, but do they have an option to make it so as it doesn't show my helmet? All the good MMORPGs do that. Unequipped, nah. Was worth a shot to look for. Oh hey, I've been over here. You can tell because I had read that story thingy over there. There we go, one Bolgan. Yep. Okay, dodging is apparently optional. Whoop. There we go. I'm getting a lot of money from these guys, and that might simply just be from the whole hidden, detect hidden things thing that I got going on. Just take your sweet time to get over here again, Bard. I know it's a little bit hard to walk for you,
There,
but
you've cleansed this place of the Bolgan. I shall tell you the last tale, the best of the lot. Believe me, these cliffs were made for my story.
so what happened?
I've told the tale of the first Eren Gastir, he who discovered these lands. And I've told the tale of his descendant, the last Eren Gastir, he who lost these lands. My final tale is that this last lord took a young mistress to his bed, a servant named Wilda Brandon. They had a child he refused to claim as his own. To assuage his guilt, he wrote a royal letter in which he decreed to her and the child great wealth. But rather than take that letter, she took her own life. Here, that woman was my mother. Hear me, friend. I do not have much, but I will offer you all that I have to find me that letter. The letter that broke my mother's heart.
I was gonna say,
I will read it, and I will finally know if what my mother told me was true. Then I will destroy it. I want nothing to do with the Gastiers. My mother never wanted his kingdom. She only wanted his love. That letter has haunted me for 10 years. I will now be rid of it. Of him.
I see you also mastered a ventriloquism as a bard. I mean, I'm not sure that we should count each other as friends per se, but...
Friends? Yes. I suppose we are friends. I'm not sure where to look for Father's letter. Father. Strange to call him that. I would think he'd keep it near, lest such revelations be discovered. The castle. That would make some sense, wouldn't it? I'll be back at camp. Be careful. I would feel terrible if anything happened to you.
I certainly
Goodbye.
hope you would... Wait, you're a shop?
Gastia was once a glorious...
Oh yeah, you're a shop. I forgot about that. I kept these. I'm not exactly sure why. Mostly probably because of all this. If I ever get the rest of it. I think I meant to sell the Ballad Signet. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the Ballad Signet ring. Simply because it's taking up... Was it taking up space?
Place. I spent many... Goodbye.
Also, whilst I was on the down times, of which there was plenty of, I had gone back to previous areas and picked up more of those backpacks. I did so because I like carrying capacity. It's one of the things that really drives me nuts with some games, though, is just, oh, hey, these 15 billion lockpicks are taking up the same amount of space as a suit of armor. Sounds like that where I swear that I prefer having myself a weight as opposed to slot based. What quest do you got?
After all this time, I'd just assumed Enodon had abandoned me, that there was no justice left in this world. But here before me stands the hero of Melson Shear, in the skin, fresh from the Baelor's bloodying, and it appears my prayers have been answered. Tell me, how much goodwill do you have left, Honored One?
Goodwill. I'm getting paid for this kind of shit.
A Tuatha priest named Rassanon has captured this keep. I am sworn to destroy him, for it was he who deposed House Gestir and stole their ancestral home. For 10 long years he has lived as a lord, hiding high in the royal quarters where none can reach him. At least, not without help. You see, I am Hilared Gastir, descendant of Lord Aaron Gastir and last of my family line. This castle and all within it belong to me.
I mean, I got another dude that says probably otherwise, but
My great-great-grandfather built this keep. You can still find the one stone resting where he laid it in the courtyard. We spent 4 generations in these hallowed halls. Then the Bolgan came, followed by their Tuatha masters. They killed everyone, Fae and Alfar alike. Rassanon was the worst of them. He murdered my mother and now sleeps in my family's chambers. With your help, Honored One, my family will find restitution.
so do you know your daddy goes double dipping?
You will be rewarded, my friend. We Gastiers have long memories of both our friends and our enemies. Come. Rassanon knows I cannot pass through his gauntlet alone, but together we can avenge Castle Gastir.
Sorry, just kind of finding it funny that I'm doing this one thing for... Oh, actually.
Yes, I remember Brune. He was kind, silly. There weren't many like him in the court. When everyone else was so grim, Brune and his heart never ceased singing. I wonder how he fares now.
He kind of hates your family. Well, no, he doesn't hate your family. He hates your father.
Hurry.
Presuming, of course, your father is actually the same person as his dad. Because, let's just say you might have a half-brother. Ah, families.
Blast
Family get-together.
Bolgan.
Yeah, yep, that's a Bolgan, alright. Might as well do this just in case Mr. Barguest gets a little uppity. And he nearly did. No, you keep going. I'm just going to check around the quarters and make sure that everything's all secure. Serpentine or serpent skin tunic. Oh, to Lord Gastier. Inspect. Okay. Fine, I'll go into my inventory and look at it. To Lord Gastier. Thank you for your concern regarding my family, but I strongly suggest you save it for your own, lest your wife gives birth to another man's child again. The first 3 times were scandalous enough. Now it borders on shiteness. As for what you say happened 2 days ago, I have no idea what you are referring to. I had business in Rothier at the time. I wonder if she'll want to have a look at this. Or maybe she knows about it. I'm assuming that her father was the latest Gastier. Oh, you a big Bolgan. Let's deal with you first. Simply because I don't like you. I do like your armor, though. Very, very barbarianous armor. I don't know what it is. I do get drawn. I know that's, you know, one of those whole trope things that the less armor you're wearing, the more protection you have. But, man, if it doesn't make you look badass. Alright. No. Roll. Roll for the love of crap. Bergen. Wonder if that's all she's gonna say all the way up to Who's a Medusa the Sorcerer. Magnifying cap. I was kind of hoping for another letter, but we might actually get more letters as we're, well, you're off to kill more Bolgan. I am doing all the heavy lifting. By heavy lifting, I mean swinging my sword. It is an awesome sword. You want to kill this Bolgan too? Ooh, that's not a Bolgan. Whoa. Okay. Ha. That hurt. Maybe I should have done that whole thing that I got. And why are you just standing there? Can he not affect the Prismeer trolls? Ow. Ha! I have ability to tank, bitch. Dread scale armor. Okay, that sounds at least partially badass. Dang it. I kind of like reading those letters now. Don't know what it is. It's just one of those things where I'm liking reading the letters. Open. Force it. Force it. Ooh. 2 great swords. Santa is being very kind to me this December. Another troll in here. Let's deal with him. Okay, let me roll away for a second. Oh, that's whoop. That's a new ability I did not know that the Prismeer trolls had. Gonna just do that. My God, do you have health? It's glorious. I love fighting a good fight. There we go. Not to mention that gave quite a bit of experience points too. Probably could have done a little bit more. Oh. This room literally had nothing but a little bit of experience. I don't mind that much. Let's keep going.
Stick together.
Yeah. Really wish that you would have taken your own advice when we were, you know, just about to fight some freaking trolls, but no. Let's focus on the Bolgan, and only the Bolgan. It is kind of annoying that Bolgans can completely and totally ignore my tanking ability. I'm sorry, is she not coming? Whoa. Or did she run ahead? I think she ran ahead. Dang it, woman. What about this whole killing all the Bolgan things? Ooh. Too bad I don't use hammers. So I don't know why I went ooh. I went ooh because it's big, red, and shiny. Helm of the Indomitable. That sounds badass. Yep. I have to check. I have to check whether or not they're useful stuff. Nope. Crimson Lightning is still my best. Armor. Oh, I have a flawless one. So because it's flawless, means it's better. Gotcha. Oh, how's the oh, it's finesse based. God dang it. This serpent skin would be pretty cool though. Too bad that it too is finessely based. Alright. Yeah, you ran on ahead, woman. What happened to stick together? Troll time? Wait, what? Where are we going? Okay. We're going the right way? Are we going the right way? I could have sworn we came this way. Oh well. Bolgan! I wonder whether or not she'll want us to do anything else. Like, oh, there are survivors in here that have been... Oh. There are survivors in here that have been trapped for 10 long years and we gotta save them. I don't mind doing. I just want to get paid in the process. Could be something like 500 gold. I don't care as long as I get paid. Quick scan for treasure chests. Scan inconclusive. Continuing scan.
It's not far now.
All we gotta do is kill a couple of bar guests. And a dude. Okay, I was busy with the bar guests. But you deal with that Bolgan. You got that Bolgan? I think she's got that Bolgan. Said no one ever. Oh, loot the Bolgan. It's nice doing a good old dungeon delve through a dungeon castle. No treasure. Haha! I found treasure in the form of 4 gold. No, don't mind me. You go on ahead. I brought you this far so far. This Redspin guy. He's gonna be the kind that requires me to use my fate, isn't he? Loot. Greaves of the Bolgan's Bane. Haha, that's 2 of this armor set that I have. Watch it be completely useless by the time I actually get like 4 pieces of it. Now I just can't help but wonder where the rest of it is. Like, it's now gotten to that point where it's so close to having the full set. Well, not the full set. Enough of the set to benefit from it. I'm like, I actually wonder what it does. Or how good it is comparatively. Yep, treasure. Armor of the Indomitable, which I'm going to guess is going to be some stupid rogue's armor. I don't know why it sounds like I hate rogues. Rogue is actually one of my favorite classes to play. In fact, one of my favorite rogues I ended up playing was myself, if that makes any sense. One of my DMs was running this campaign where essentially we had gotten transported into the D&D realm. And pretty much anything we said was taken as roleplay and the like. And I ended up... We each had like a special item that we brought into the world itself, and it was considered masterwork, and it got better, like a Weapon of Legacy from 3.5. I seem to be distracting myself just a touch by trying to talk about this, but hey. But it was a cool concept, and at the time, I had this cheaply made Buster Sword that Link had gotten me for my sweet 16th birthday. And it was large, and it would snap if I would have actually swung it with any sort of serious amount of force. But god damn it, I love that thing. It was awesome. So I had brought that into the game, and when asked, you know, if I was going to play Barbarian, I was like, no, as cool as it is, I acknowledge I am not necessarily actually a Barbarian. So everyone was like, oh, what the hell are you going to be then? I'm going to be a rogue. What? So yeah, I was backstabbing dragons with a freaking Buster Sword. Loved it. Before anyone asks, it was just tooled as a great sword. Which I don't mind. A large great sword. But it was one that I was considered proficient with because it was one of those things that, yeah. It was a treasure that you brought into the world with you. Alright. So, I probably shouldn't have come. I probably should have left the family matters as family matters. How about... No. Okay, first I'm going to deal with your Lenache. Then I'm going to deal with you. Oh, I didn't even need to do that, did I? This is a spacebar one. No, this is a mouse 2 one. Weird. Look at that sweet, sweet experience. I'm going to loot his body first. Sinister. Hi.
He didn't even seem to remember me. I've given my life to finding and killing Rassilon, and he probably didn't even understand why. But now the quest is ended, here, at home. I want you to have everything of mine as a reward, and to help me forget the many years of tragedy that led me to this end. Now go. I need rest. I deserve rest.
Wait, so your castle is mine?
Farewell.
Is that what you're saying? Is this castle mine? I think this castle is mine. Curious of Bolgan's Bane. Hey. Buckler, blah, letter. Alright. I wonder if that Brune guy would want to be my jester. Not jester. What am I talking? My court bard, I guess. So we're just going to sit in the castle and do push-ups all day. I guess that is the typical life of a soldier. Okay. So all of this glorious castle is mine now, yeah? I'm gonna say that's in fact what she had meant. Take everything that is hers and all that fun stuff. Although I guess if this will reads right, let's see. As the almost as incompetent son, I will make sure my first order of business will be to repay you in kind for what you did to my mother. I hope one of you many bastard children can retain the tenuous grasp of control you had on your land. It would be so boring otherwise. Well, I want to look at this letter. My dearest Wilda, please forgive me for what I have done. If only you knew how much this revelation haunts me and how my evenings are lit by the somber light of my shame. You deserve better, but I am a man of office and cannot recognize your little Brune as one of my kin. It is not to be as we are not to be, but you do forever occupy a place in my heart, and to show you my affection, please accept the gift of land, gold, and the title. They are little comfort in this lonely time, but they are all a coward can provide. Well, it would have been something. I don't know. Would have meant more to me than, oh, hey, I'm going to jump off this goddamn cliff now. Especially being able to live as comfortably as they could have. I don't know. Unless it was the whole being a bard bit that really got on Brune's nerves, because, you know, he was essentially playing the bit of a bard to his father the entire time. I don't know. I know nothing. Evidently. So now I go back to that camp, talk to Brune, and tell him, hey, I met your sister.
Hello. You have gone through much to bring me this, only to watch it destroyed. But it must be done. You understand? This letter proves that I am an heir to Gastir, and an heir to his heartlessness. He gave my mother everything, when all she wanted was his love. And now, she's gone. You are my friend. You may not agree, but that is what I choose to believe. You have helped me more than anyone has. I will remember you. I hope you will remember me.
I'll remember you mostly for being a fool.
Farewell.
But that might just be me. Alright. Ooh. Ah, man. It's in the classic actual sword style. I love it when a weapon looks like an actual sword. Like, don't get me wrong, this is cool looking and whatnot, but that would be so ridiculous in a fight. Yep, blood boiler. Helm of the Indomitable. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be worse. But all of these abilities will end up being nice. I really like the critical hit damage increase too. In fact, how does it look? Oh man, it actually looks like armor too. I'm a sucker for armor that's actually armor. Look at that. It looks like armor. And hell, these boots are just better than my boots of guarding, so. Well, not health-wise, but, you know. I really want to find the last bits of this armor. I really do. I need to look up, I really do need to look up the last bits of the armor, because I like it. You know, the red stuff might look badass and whatnot, but you know what? This is armor. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call an episode here. When we return, more side quests, because that's what I feel like doing right now. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Cheers.